Hello, hello. Whoops. I think I may have messed up the stream. I don't know what's going on. Right, we are live. Every time I'm not sure. And then it takes a second for it to kick in. But it fails in extra special different ways. Anyways, we're live, so let's get on with it. We are going to incorporate some of the feedback from this CL, some of which is pretty embarrassing, like, oh yes, we have a leftover comment here that is contradictory. So in the ideal harness window tentative for scoped. Oh. We were working on this. Yes. Scoped. Revamp scoped. Ideal harness. HTML. Sometimes my fuzzy finder is hot garbage. Which is very irritating. So this is depths, and this has depths indeed. We have got the tentative, so we can do those. Remove the implementations, but not the declarations on template element H. Oh, I forgot to paste this into the Discord. 1 second. There we go. Right. HTML template element. This fuzzy finder is misbehaving. HTML template element .h. These need to be removed. David asks, in custom element registry IDL, come on, this is ridiculous. The call with script state for initialize is there a reason you're going to need it? It's a bit unusual. I think that's a perfectly reasonable comment to say that we can just remove it for now and add it later. And then there is this. And I think this apply thing is a bit slow, so we'll try and see what happens. Did it work? Oh, now I have to like publish the edit. So let's go through the changes that we have, that we had ready for this. So we don't need tree scope. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Yes, we removed these because Mason suggested that we do that. We drop the the custom flag, which I think we had. It's not a custom flag, but runtime enabled JSON 5. So we had revamped scope custom element registry, and then we had scope custom element registry. Mason's earlier comment here was something along the lines of it would be easier just to reuse the existing flag, which is, I think, completely reasonable, so we'll do that. Let's give it a little compile, just to make sure that we are not going to push up code that doesn't even compile. And we do need to do a little bit here. I think we need to have a create element div. And we can say element is div, or maybe we'll call this element, and then we can just do this. We're also going to have a shadow root, and the shadow root can easily just be element.attach shadow mode open. And so we'll have the shadow root in here too. And so these two will hopefully test some of the IDLs here. So if we go to the we'll have to look. Oh, hello. Too few arguments for initialize. Script state, we need to adjust the header. So custom element registry H initialize. It doesn't need script state anymore. We just removed that from the IDL, so we'll rerun that. I mean, whilst we're here, we don't really need the. Yeah, fine. We'll leave it for now because we've got an implementation, but we'll adjust this later, I think. What was the other feedback? We're going to hit a merge conflict, and we certainly have done. So we'll rebase this, and that was because in here, I should zoom in. This is a WPT import, which updated the tests for scoped custom element registries. So yeah, we've hit that, and we'll address that with a rebase. Maybe it's worth doing a rebase now. So let's just add what we missed. So again, no, yes, yes, no. Let's check out -p. We want to get rid of this tree scope.h. That is a funky thing that we don't want. More review commentary. And these are just expected files. Let's do a fetch, and we'll just do a rebase. It'll take a minute to compile. Well, like 10 minutes to compile, but so be it. Okay, rebase origin main. And there's the conflict. And what I'm going to do is just add these with the things as well, because I don't really care. In terms of, because Chrome uses its own thing with Gerrit, it doesn't actually matter how sloppy your branch is, because it's all patch sets. So I can rebase with merge markers, but in the latest commit will be the thing that I push up is like the thing that you push up is separate from commits. Let's do a gclient sync as well to get rid of some of this noise. So gclient sync is like git submodule update basically. And so that should clean up some of this, and then we can rebase continue. Sure. Okay, so we've got another. Yeah, it's just an expectation. So I'll do that. Rebase. Whoops. Continue. Nope. Damn. Continue is what I meant. Yep. Sweet. So now we're going to recompile. And once it's compiled, we'll reset the tests, and that will get rid of all the merge markers, and then that will be a standalone commit that we can push, and it will all look fine on the other end. Yeah, cool. Whoops. So 50,000 files to compile, but luckily I've got reclient. This kind of compile, if you're not a Googler or you don't have access to reclient, 50,000 files is a lot to recompile. It used to take me, that would probably take me about 6 hours to compile, maybe 7. But I have done enough commits that I got shared access to the shared build servers, and so actually what my machine right now is doing, rather than compiling all of these, is downloading them from the shared build server, which is a lot easier, or a lot faster, I should say. So let's go look at main head. So what have we got? So we've got let's embiggen this window because this is a bit cramped, this font size. There we go, it's more like it. So we've added custom element registry to the document. We've added custom element registry to the document or shadow root mixin. We've added custom element registry. Well, we've made it an override because we've now pushed it into tree scope, as that means that both document and shadow root have a custom element registry getter. That makes it easier. We've dropped registry from document fragment. We also dropped custom element registry from document fragment because that is now in shadow root, because that is now in document or shadow root. So tree scope now has custom element registry, which is just a abstract virtual. We've added an initialize method, and we've just got rid of the script state thing. Drop these. IDL test harness. Renamed it as well. Got an initialize method. Oh, this is the IDL for the tests. And that's the thing. I don't know if this is going to pass. We'll find out if that passes, but I might need to update expectations on that. Import node options. So this is just dropping the old import node options union because we are doing overloads. This is a bit tricky, so I'll probably get another review on this. But otherwise, fine. There's the overloads. This needs to change. This is because I didn't actually pull down. I don't know if pull is going to work here. We'll find out. Yes, it's not. So maybe I just need to cherry pick. Bad object. No fun. Nope. you can't like. I don't think you can. No, cherry pick. What is this? What is the change here? We want to do one of these. Totally screwed that up. Alright, let's just add that in manually. So that was in template element IDL. To do? No. Document IDL. Really? This... What was the comment? I knew there was a reason I didn't like doing these applies. Just commit it in there. That's probably going to fail, but we'll see. Let's do an upload and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Grr. Can I be... Is that gonna work? We'll find out. Just let it happen then. You're saying it's going to be added? Add it. Okay. Rebase, continue. I don't know if that's worked out at all. I fear that has not worked out. Let's try again and see what happens. Alternatively, we can look at maybe like resetting to the one in Garrett and then we can cherry pick the commit that we have on this branch, I guess. We'll find out. Okay. Looks like it might work. So even though I said I would compile before pushing, we are now pushing, but that's okay. We'll get some more pushes in beforehand. I want to just see. It's sometimes nice to see what it looks like in here. And do a little self-review, because like this is the thing that people are going to be reading, right? Is this diff. So we want to make sure that we're not like doing a bunch of garbage changes that are difficult to see. So like that's fine. Can you not mark as oh, you hide it like this, don't you? So like that's fine. Yep. So we've got this overload here, which I think is fine, and then we've got the custom element registry, which is good. Document. Yeah, so I want some additional scrutiny here. I'm sure David or Mason can probably come up with something better than this, but I think this is reasonable. I just wonder if they'll have better ideas. Also, actually, one thing that's important is I think this is reset the vote count now. Copied votes. So yeah, no, it's reset. Is it reset? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, no, it's reset. Outdated votes. There we go. So yeah, they will need to do a re-review anyway, which is fine. Let's discard just it. This is all looking pretty good, I'd say. Union element shadow root because of that. Yep. Yeah, so I'll need to rebaseline these, but that's fine. This I think looks pretty good. So let's go back to this. So in the what file was it? It would have been this file. Oh, in fact, we could just look at it here. We've got a custom element registry. What we might want to do is let custom element registry equals new custom elements. Custom element registry. I think that would be useful. As far as I know, these things should effectively check the instance of these, I think, and then it can apply the IDL test against them. I believe that's how this works. It's a bit magic, but we'll find out. But so we've got the custom element registry. We've got a template element, so we could do that. So template element. Whoops. Template element. Right, so we got some fails. So line 29, partial interface document. Import node has already been defined for base document, either in itself or a mix-in. In line 30, create element. Line 31, yeah, so it doesn't like these overloads, which is really annoying. I don't know what to do with that though. Unless we just clear them out. Whoops. Custom elements, no, interfaces. Like effectively we'd have to get rid of this. And this. We should probably also add document here. Like that is going to work, I guess. So now this says Element creation options. So element creation options, which isn't used, and shadow root init, which isn't used. So we're basically just testing custom element registry and shadow root custom element registry, and I guess constructor and initialize. Custom elements is not defined. Oh, because it's new custom element registry. Great. All tests ran to completion. That's what we want to see. So I think that's just good enough. I'm not going to be precious about that. Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Oops. So what we actually also want to do is say reset results. And we probably want to run this against the whole folder to rebaseline. We'll commit this. This is just IDL test refinements. Cool. So I think what I'm hoping for this now, because we've rebased and the tests are updated to the latest spec, which includes the the property custom elements registry. What we should find is that these when we rebaseline these against the changes that we've made, we should have a bunch of passing tests, but not all. That's my hope. So we should see a bunch of red in the diff. Yeah. Looking great. So I'll just add this whole folder whenever this finishes. Whenever it finishes. Come on. Okay. That looks pretty healthy for baseline. So if we upload this now, we can look at the diff again. Here. Takes a second though. Come on. Okay. I want to. Oh, we're gonna have to do that again, aren't we? Yeah, I haven't got work today, so I'll be doing this for a couple of hours. But I might have to have some breaks in between. But I'll keep the stream going for the day. Have we got one of this? We do this. Yeah, different scenes I think I'll use for when I'm on a break. Anyway, that was just me being curious about. Cool, so if we go look at the tests now, we should hopefully see some passes. So, okay, so these are just different. Because initialize is now a function, but it just does nothing. So this is expected it to be a custom element registry. The property didn't exist, but now it does, but it just returns null. Same here. This now returns the accurate registry for the document, except for in disconnected iframes. Custom element registry on a document of disconnected iframe should return content window custom elements. Okay, fine. Weird. I'll have to figure that out. Ah, this one's still a mess. Why is this one still a mess? Okay, this one's good. Is this because... Wait. Copy. This could be because we're crashing in this case. Not sure. That's not good though. This one's nulls, nulls. This is a new. Optimizing document import node tentative. Is it just because it wants to get rid of it? Let's get rid of it ourselves and then let's reset and see what comes back. It should have some failures because we're not doing anything with the custom element registry. Okay. Oops. This is better, I think. We'll see whilst. Yeah, so it's cleaned it up, which is good. So I think we're in a good place for this now. Yeah, this feels healthy. And so then we can move on to the next patch, which was the one beyond this, which was something. Move create element to tree scope, I think, is now redundant. No, it's not. But this is going to be a messy rebase, so this is going to be fun. So we'll push this up and then we'll see what the overall diff looks like. Cool, reload. Okay, so scaffold L implements IDL, blah 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 blah, I2P, spec PRs, great. Some expectations, import node options CC and element shadow root, import node options IDL, full declaration in the class. We've got import node options declared and custom element registry override declared. We've got import node options in the CC. We're doing the whole import node thing. We're passing the registry. We've changed the signature to take a registry, but we're doing nothing with it. And with just the regular signature of deep, we're just passing in null pointer for the registry. That looks good. Custom element registry returns DOM window custom elements on null pointer. Looks good. The new thing in the IDL. Document or shadow root has a custom element registry. Element has custom element registry. Elements custom element registry. We should probably add some D checks in, like document. Whoops. So we'll add a D check there. Yeah, we should probably add a D check. We added a D check options, but we should probably also add a D check for the so this is import node. Yeah, we should probably add that there. D checks there. So shadow root H. Shadow root.h. Come on. We're gonna add a D check here as well. Custom element registry. So this gets rid of custom element registry in shadow root because it's added to document or shadow root. Virtual abstract initialize. We could add initialize custom elements H. Custom element registry H. Initialize. I guess there's no point because it's just a stub. Anyways, continue. Looks. So we've got another one, which is weird. I don't know why this didn't reset. Super strange. Reset results. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. here we actually got rid of some fails. This looks good, this looks good, looks good. Added a bunch of fails, which isn't the nicest thing to look at, but hey. Let's add this back in. We'll also add in. Yeah. Yes. No. Whoops. Oh my gosh. So this is just add D checks. CL upload. Good morning, Pascal. Okay. Okay. So, this will hopefully be fixed by uploading, and then I think we're good to go. Then I think we're actually good to go. So that's the first of these, and I think this is in a good shape. This is like pretty minimal. There's just lots of files changed, but the individual files aren't too many lines changed on them, which is good. Yes. Come on. Upload. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Right. So let's double check the expectation files, and then I think we're good. So that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Right. Let's dry run this thing. See what happens. We'll also compile whilst we're here. And with that compile, I'm going to go on a little breaky break for a minute. Okay, successfully armed myself with the water. Looks like we're compiled. Okay, so I think the dry run should be running here. Great. So we want to move on to this branch, which was moving the create element methods to tree scope. So, okay, so I don't know what branch I called it. Move, create element to tree scope. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, we're gonna have to rebase against the old branch, which was called scaffold. So. Can't see that one coming. Let's just see what we've got. So, document. Boolean or import options is a no. Okay, that was easy. Oops, let's have a look what we got. So we got a lot more now. Element creation options. Shadow root. And then some tests that we will figure out what happened here. This is the correct one. This looks good. And neither of these? Yes. This. Let's do a. Let's just add these. And I can't tell. I think we're removing these. Let's remove them anyway. Git rm. Okay, rebase. We'll recompile. We're also gonna say is this right? This doesn't look right. There's two definitions, I think. Wait, which document CC? What's going on? Some pickle file. Revamped. Do we still have revamped scoped? Where is that? Is this right? This doesn't look right at all. I saw another revamped scope. It was in tree scope. This should be just this. I think we're in a bit of a messy state here. Let's try and tease this apart a bit, I guess. No. So, custom element registry. So we've got this one. Document. Custom element. Yeah, there's only one. Pascal, which bit are you referring to that I removed? I'm gonna reset soft. Because I wanna... We're rebasing, so who cares about history? I want to show this whole thing. See if there's anything that sticks out. I don't know why this needs to be added, because we only just added it. There's 1209 document CC. Yeah. This is wrong. Oops. Let's see what else. So we don't need to be adding... Oh yeah, it's just dawned on me. We don't need it in document IDL because it's in document or shadow root. Come on. Document IDL. This is already a document or shadow root, so that shouldn't be there. What else? Okay. This is wrong. This needs a TL format as well. There's lots of noise in here. Hello, tree scope H. Nope. Tree scope.h. Custom element registry has been defined twice. Yeah, alright, fair enough. Which is node H? No, that's not right. Oops. So I'm not happy that I'm gonna do a reset soft again because I'm not happy that we're adding a bunch of formatting stuff that doesn't seem to have gone away. Okay, I'm going to do a checkout -p because some of this stuff does not make any sense. We want to keep this, so I don't know why it would be removed, so we're going to keep that. Oh, wait a second. It's probably unnecessary because we're moving these methods. Well, let's keep going, I guess. So we want to keep those changes. That seems fine. That seems fine. Does it? I don't know. These are fine. Right, so this is the weird formatting stuff. So I want to keep those. We don't want to start adding braces everywhere. We don't want to reword comments that we're not even trying to touch. Create element now takes custom element registry. This is very obviously broken. No. Okay. All right. So going through this again. So we're deleting some methods. Forward declarations are fine. Headers fine. Adding some methods. Adding some changes of signatures. This, I don't remember registry existing on Shadowroot anymore at this point, so that's fine. This, whatever. I don't change this because this annoys me so much that it keeps coming up. So this looks fine. I'm just going to call this rebase. It's going to be messy. Okay, so the core of the change is still here, right? We're just moving these methods around, and hopefully that will compile fine. Once this is finished, I'm going to give it another compile just to make sure. Or in fact, we'll just do it now. Almost there, yeah. Agreed. Yeah, the formatter, I think I have a formatter in Vim. I think it's using Clang, but it seems like, I don't know if Clang is properly set up on my machine or like in this project or something, but it seems like it has different rules for how it would format than what is allowed or something. So a lot of, if I format a lot of if statements that don't have curlies, the curlies get added. But obviously we don't want that. Right. Let's do the whole test suite and we'll reset. And we'll see how we go. Let's look at the. Do you know what? Let's upload. Let's not upload it, I guess. Well, in the meantime, we can work on this commit message because this one is very detailed, and we want to have a lot of these links in here. So. This moves create element and the dependent into tree scope rather than this change. Well, this change cleans up some code. related to the scoped custom elements registries prototype. Spec PRs related to this change. I think that's a bit of a tidier commit message. You know, we're dropping in some links. We need to get rid of this link. This change. Let's find the old DOM one as well. Oh, it's been merged. Where's the DOM one? DOM. I guess I'll go look at the DOM PR. This one. This is the one I wanted. Merge conflict. Oh yeah, because it's still outdated. So let's see what we've got. We should have quite a few files changed. We do. Hey, look at this. Construct fully passes. Fantastic. As does custom element registry. And maybe in a HTML. I can't even tell. Yeah. Are we actually getting stuff passing? That's strange. Unexpected. Are we doing stuff? Are we is this actually working? Are we making progress? This is bizarre. Let's fix this typo. Did that do what I... Yeah. Okay. Well, let's upload and see where we go. We just did a move, so I'm a little skeptical that a bunch of tests have passed. Why would they pass when we've just done a move? Unless... this might be the issue. They're crashing. Unfortunately, my debug symbols are not properly configured, and I don't know why. We'll find out. That's hilarious. Did we leave all of the comments in here? We left all the comments saying to move it, even though we're doing the thing. See, this is the thing with comments. They just if you zone them out, they become invisible. Remove comments. I guess we did more than just move, is the thing. And so maybe we should split this out a little bit more, because there's some changes in here that are more than the move, that I'm not super happy about adding into a thing that just says it's moving. I think probably because we were noodling on top of this branch and I committed the whip, and then I just like basically just squashed that whip into this branch now. So we will like, we'll have a review of this. Hopefully it won't be too much of a mess. I have a sinking feeling it's going to be though. Because it's going to have all the old changes. We want to diff it compared to this one. So these are fine. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say whip scoped. So we've got this commit saved. We're then going to check out the old one. Pascal's asking, what was a merge error? Oh, in on this one it said merge error up here, because it needed to it was changing the expectations of the scoped custom element registry tests, but as we found out in this recently got merged, and so this was there's a bunch of tests that got updated. You can see like this, because they were all saying scoped, they were all saying custom elements, and that had to excuse me, sorry. They were all saying custom elements, and that had to change to custom element registry. The tests hadn't been updated, but as they got updated, there was a merge conflict because of that. So yeah, there's stuff in here like this, which isn't just moving, doing more than moving. So we want to kind of tease those changes apart, I think. And like this. So let's do this. Let's squash all these down into one. I'm gonna reset. And do a checkout. So we don't care about that. Oh, we want to reset. Let's just do an add, I guess. So we want this one, we want this one. I don't know if we want that one. I don't know if we want that one. I don't know about those. We definitely don't want that, or that, or that. Maybe not that. Maybe not that. Probably not that. So let's do a checkout. Get rid of some of these. Let's commit this move. Let's try and compile it, and it will tell us all of the issues with headers. So they used to be in document CC, and now they're in tree scope CC. Oops. Tree scope CC. Can you, right, thank you. So, guessing, where are we? Yeah. Create element for binding. So we're going to need this V8 union thing, which we don't have in here. So I'm sure it's going to tell us about that very soon. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to compile. I would be surprised. There we go. Yes, this is exactly it. So it's going to be V8 union element create options all string.h, I think. Union. It's basically this one. Didn't we remove that last stream from other parts? I'm not sure I know what you mean, Pascal. Should create custom element. So this needs to be moved as well. Probably all of these need to be moved. Maybe this needs to keep custom element registry. There was a part using union type, but I thought it was removed. Yeah, that was the import node options or boolean, and we removed it because we changed to using an overload. So we have a boolean as one overload, and we have the options as another overload. So document wants to keep custom element. Yeah, it's a lot of files, and I don't know if I'm presenting it the best way. I'm kind of very what's the right word? I don't know. I don't know if this word's offensive, but like scatterbrained about this. I just kind of piece my way through, probably in a way that is very incoherent. Element creation options in tree scope. Do we have element creation options? So this one needs to be in here as well. So at this point, we're basically we've done the move, and we're just letting the compiler tell us which headers need to be moved, so that we can clean up this one branch, and then we can move to the next branch, which actually resolves some of these tests. So create element is out of line because we didn't do the ones in... Oops. Do we create element for binding? Okay, so we've got them. Because here's create element. create elements declared here, and we've got an out of line definition. Because we added this. Oops. Yeah, we can't pass in the registry. Which makes me think maybe we are passing in the registry somewhere, so these aren't a straight move. Undeclared identifier registry in here. Let's go look at what what the definition was when we removed it. So this should be this. Well, it says, yeah, it seems you're passing registry. Yep, exactly. Now we are not, so hopefully that will be fine. Oh, we also are in 629. So yeah, I think the next patch that we will do is, so the stubs added registry as an argument to the IDLs, but it just does nothing. This one just moves these methods into tree scope, which is just a tidy up PR really. Tree scope needs to import, oh, it does import document. Does it need HTML document? Yeah, sorry, this is like a cleanup PR. Just moving these methods, that's all I want it to be, because then it's easy to review. And then in the next one from this, we will start using that registry as an argument in all of these places. Whoops. What did I just do? I think I respawned this accidentally. So 604 is calling custom element registry, and that seems not right at all. This is create element for binding. So if we look at create element for binding, I wouldn't have done that in this one. I was probably over it. Step 3. Is, oh yeah, because we've got these string or options now. We inlined this, didn't we? That was the whole thing. This whole thing was inlined at some point, but we don't want to do that. We want get typing extension, which I'm pretty sure we got rid of. Oh no, it's still there. Well, let's try recompiling that. So this, I just want it to look exactly the same, right? I just want to do a lift and shift. I don't want any semantic changes so that people can trust that this is just a straightforward move. So we need HTML element factory, which I guess is here. And we need HTML unknown element. Then that should be a successful compile. Okay, I think this is going to pass now. Cool. Let's do this. CL upload. It's probably going to complain about some extraneous headers and document. I'm hoping at least, so we can ditch some of these. Meanwhile, should we see if this has said anything about the run? This is the wrong one. CL's failed the run. Web exposed. Android failed because registry is out of document, I guess, and custom element registry is in some expectations file somewhere. This one. Okay, let's run getCL format. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Let's go back to this one then. So this branch, what was this? This was scaffold. So we need to... Nope. Need to edit this file. On line 1857. No, that's not right. Sometimes there's like a command that you can run to update this. These are a little tricky to read sometimes, but the global interface 1857 cookie current script. This is nothing like that. Unless I'm in the wrong file. There's two files. I don't know what the difference is. Testable and tests. 1857. Ah, yeah, here we go. So we just want to add underneath current script custom element registry, and then there's a getter registry underneath reference target, which we want to remove on 9140. Yeah, yep. Yeah. yeah, there's lots of expectation files that are basically there to check what gets exposed to JavaScript. I don't know why there's a different one for Android, but there is, which is fun. But I always get tripped up by it. It's very frustrating because I always forget about Android. I'm sure there are some people who don't, but I do. But otherwise, it looks like those are the only ones that are failing. I mean, these... yeah, these are still cooking, so we could very well be failing these. Oh look, we are failing. Okay, so this one has this command artifact. I think the command... no, some of them have like a command where you can just you paste it in and it will like apply a patch. But this one looks like the same kind of thing though. So this is... which file? This will be a different file just to make things interesting as well. Probably this one, 1943. They want custom element registry underneath current scripts. And then again, reference target on 951. 95 what? 9591. Did I read that right? 9591. Reference target. Reference target. I'm so confused. It's not there. This is a different one then. Uh, 1943. Okay. I have a vague feeling I've done the right thing. So we've added that. We've removed that. Should we see if there's any more test failures that are occurring? Which one's this? This says this failed. This is saying expected object but got undefined. It's wrong. These are all failing on that kind of thing, I think. That's very peculiar. This is the exact opposite of the... See you around, Pascal. This is the exact opposite of the, like, this is the changes reverted effectively. Custom element registry. Custom element registry would always element IDL. No element IDL. Custom element registry. I'm very confused as to why this is failing in the way that it is. So I'm going to pretend it's not. Ahmad asks, Android has special bindings. I don't think it has special bindings. I think it has... maybe it does. But I think it just has like special tests for reasons. So going back to this change, we reload. Oh, we didn't fully upload this, did we? We need to. I want to get this one passing. If we get this one passing, I'm pretty sure we can get a +1, and then this one can be merged, and then we can focus on the other stuff. So if we can pour energy into this one passing, that would be better. So, yep, baseline. So if we dry run this again, and then we'll check out this and yeah, I think this was actually just good to go. Cool. So that's dry running. Then this one we want to upload, and then we'll check out the diff. So obviously this is going to be a mess because of the other change. Maybe we're better off looking at this. I think this is looking quite a bit more straightforward. Let's dry run this one as well and make sure that this is going to pass. I mean, it might fail for the same reasons as this one, but if this one passes, then that's good. So then if we I forgot what I called it. Whip scoped. So if we check out whip scoped, we rebase on move. Oh no. We're going to be in a bit of a mess here, I think. Oh yeah. So this was... tempted to just delete this. No, this is the one we want. Should we try this? See where we go. Continue. So let's look what this does. Yeah, this looks like the change that we wanted to make. Cool. New tree scope. CC. Oh, what was the? It was like get type something. I want to delete that if we can. It's literally in my history. Get type extension. So that's used here in create element NS, which passes is, but does not pass the registry. What is the difference here between create element NS and create element? Maybe we should go read the spec. Maybe this would be helpful. So this is doing quite a lot as well. Like this is create element for binding, and it's kind of doing the whole create element steps. So I think this needs tidying up. Create element NS is doing a bunch of those steps, and then create element, which seems to be, yeah. Let's have a look. So I think create element should do all of the logic. It should be this creating an element. We need to go look at the DOM PR though, because that wasn't merged. So the create element ns should be like, I don't know what the flags thing is. Let's go to, where is the DOM one? Go to preview. Okay. Yeah, right. So it's internal create element steps. So it's these 3 steps should be the steps that create element ns does. So 1, 2, 3. So namespace prefix local name be the result of passing namespace and qualified name to validate and extract. Do we actually have a validate and extract? That's this. That's this create qualified name. So that should be that. Then it says let registry be the blah 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 blah. So we should. Oh, does this change the binding of create element ns as well? Because this has create element options. So if we go to document H, no, IDL, create element ns has an optional, wait, what? Why doesn't this have create element? Create element options. Where's the is? I'm confused now. It's element creation options, isn't it? What element create options? I feel like I'm missing element creation options or string. Element creation options. Is in shadow root. And document. How did we miss this before? I'm so confused. Oh, because they're all overloads, aren't they? Okay. So create element for binding, and create element ns. So create element ns, we need an overload with this, which we have here, and then we have this one. So this one doesn't actually pass in anything. So so this really should just be null pointer. So we can just say registry null pointer. Return the result of giving create element this thing. I'm just very not sure about create by element. If should. This is like out of spec, I guess. Create raw element. It doesn't feel right. It should be create element, I'm pretty sure. This is because by shadow root create element. There's no point in that. That is for the old thing, I think. So this whole should create custom element versus create raw element. I'm pretty sure we should just be able to say basically do this. Yeah, and then this is registry. So the result of creating an element given document, local name, namespace, prefix, yada yada yada. And we don't need this anymore because shadow root doesn't have create element, so this can all go. And then create element ns with a v8 element options string should be this. Let registry and is is so maybe we do want to keep this get type. Do we? Yeah, we didn't get rid of it. So if we keep this and we have rather than returning, like, we'll pass in is and we'll pass in registry, which is obviously a custom element registry. I think we want to pass in the references of these, and then in get type extension we can say atomic string is, and that needs to not be const as well. Both of these need to not be const. And then this is custom elements registry. then this is going to say is equals else is just the empty atomic string. If it's a string, is the... Maybe we can ditch this, and then we can just say if options has custom element registry. I guess we can do this as well. We're going to say obviously this needs to be registry. Let's just call it registry. So registry is going to equal options custom element registry, I guess. And let's rename this because this is a terrible name for this now. This should be what was the it was like flatten element creation options is what I think we'll call this. Flatten element creation options. Flatten element creation options. And so I don't recall this, but maybe this should be here. This may be part of this validate and extract. Let element be the result of, and so this is registry as well. So then the same can be done with create element. Create element in the DOM spec. Oops. We want to copy all these pieces. One. So there's 5 steps. So if local name does not match name production, then invalid character error. So that's this step. If this is an HTML document, set local name to local name in ASCII lowercase, which is this step. I'm being a dummy. We should look at the preview, which was this one. Oops. Okay. So let registry be the result of flattening. So we want to do none of this now because we're keeping the flatten. So we want to see this instead. Let HTML be the namespace if it's an HTML document or content type is. I'm guessing that's just implicit in QName. And then return the result like so. And then we need to do the same thing here, but this one doesn't have the registry or the is. Confused by this though. Why wasn't it in here before? Or was it? Oh, I should read through this properly, but this says is an HTML document, then get the XHTML namespace URI or none, and so that is like here. So suddenly this looks quite messy. Because we should be doing... What I actually want to do is... just call create element for binding. Name, null pointer, exception state. And I think create element ns without the options can do the same thing. So this can just say create element ns namespace URI qualified name null pointer exception state. I think that keeps them tidier, and then create element does the things. We're going to get some errors for sure, not least because get type, oh, it's static, so it shouldn't matter. But we're definitely going to get errors because I have no idea what I'm doing with pointers, and I'm sure I've got it wrong. Like, this should actually be a null pointer. I'm pretty sure. We don't need the ampersands then, I think, because we're using the reference in the signature. Flatten. like here, I guess. Fine. That's gonna have to be a pointer because it's null pointer. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't know. I think a compiler will tell us. Is requires an initializer. I guess this could be an auto. Undeclared use 607 requires document, and we aren't getting document, and we need to do get document on every one of these, I guess. Let's move document. Oh, we do need document there. L value reference to atomic string cannot bind to temporary type of atomic string. I think this is because the atomic string, maybe this needs to be a pointer as well. I think atomic string, the constructor is const or something. Oh, 139. Wait, this is an easy fix. That's that. Let's make it a pointer. Atomic string. And we'll just decheck it. And then we'll pass by ref. Or by value or whatever. We'll do the same thing here. Oh, because that's not going to work, I guess. We define document twice here as well. Let's get rid of that. Flatten. Oh, so this is just, I think, because we want to pass the value there. No, that's no good. So we're assigning to an atomic string pointer, but that's not compatible with the type of atomic string, the value. I mean, it's going to need a value though, I guess. I don't think we can reasonably pass it around. What we could do... because it returns. It's a bit hokey, but return. We just have it return. I guess we'll call it const. Don't need this now. We don't need this now. I think that might work. A bit weird. Apart from yeah. I think we deviated too much from. Oh, hold on. I should have noticed the syntax highlighting there. Flatten. Okay. And of course, 140. We're missing semicolons because I am lazy. Guess in theory, one, two, five. Set but not used. Because we want this. No, we don't want this. this wants to be this, I think. I always forget this pattern. I might go for lunch anyway. To this then. Oh yeah. Um, 135. This needs to be this now. Yeah, I think this is cleaner. Go what we've done. So get type extension is called flatten element creation options now. And we assign the registry and return the is, which is a bit hokey. I feel like I want to improve that. Create element for binding now just calls create element for binding passing in a null pointer, which we want to flatten element creation options really should be not de-checking here because this will crash. So we want to say if not string or options, return atomic string, I think. All right, well, let's try. Yeah, we do want reset results actually. Let's see how we go. Worst case scenario is we've introduced some crashes. Best case scenario is things pass. We will see. In the meantime, I want to have a look at this. See if we got anywhere with it. Failed or still trying. Okay, this is a good sign. This one's still trying, which is also a good sign. We go to builds, checks. We are failing. Yeah, we're still getting these failures again, which is really infuriating. Initialize. It should be using the enable experimental web platform features. And scoped registries. Are experimental. So I don't know why it's failing on that. That's weird. Did I see the word crash? Retro. Upgrade order. Crashed. All right. Getting lots of crashes. Construct a re-entry with different definition. It's really annoying I haven't got debug symbols working somehow. I don't know what has gone on because as far as I can see, the stock one should have debug symbols. Yeah, a lot of crashes here. The question is as well, it's not just have we introduced a bunch of crashes, but have we actually done anything meaningfully progressing towards passes? I'm going to say no. These are all crashing. Even construct. It's helpful. Yeah, so this is passing in the registry. So we've probably got a null pointer exception somewhere. Should we just go stare at some code? So create element for binding. Well, this isn't going to help at all. And probably end up Stack Overflowing. Okay, so this can potentially be null pointer. So when do we use it? We use it in flatten. We got a D-check there that we shouldn't have. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's... Or it should matter, because create element NS calls it with null pointer. And so where else do we call string? Fine. Fine. Maybe that's sufficient. So we probably either failed on a Stack Overflow or D-checks. With both of those cleaned up, we should be in a better position. We're just returning early if it's a null pointer. So this should be fine. We're still getting crashes. Oh, I wish we could see why. I'm really frustrated by the fact that this doesn't compile properly. Oh, like it doesn't compile with symbols for some reason. I just don't know why it doesn't. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go for lunch. It's midday here, and I'm getting hungry, and I wouldn't mind a break from this. Cool. I'll probably be back on in a few hours, like 4 hours maybe. Yeah, maybe I'll be on in 4 hours. So, until then, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching if you have been. See you in 4 hours, yeah.